Number 63, Eric Langfield on the tackle for the Tigers.
Yeah, Langfield's been a pretty steady player for the Tigers all season. It's not a perfect day for football, but it's really not that bad. This time McDonald splits wide to the left. Same wishbone for Burke and company. 2nd and 6. The give is to Nawasu. Finds to the right side. Breaks it. Oh, great tackle.
John Carr on the tackle. Great play by Carr.
But not before Nawasu picks up another 3 yards on the play, bringing up a 3rd and call it, well, I'm going to call it a very long 2. More like a 3. Call it 3rd and 3. Both teams will be receiving instructions from the sidelines as to the play calling. This time, McDonald splits out wide to the left, and Kirkle goes wide right on a standard eye. The give is to Nawasu at the right side, and he's not. Oh, what a great bunch of tackles there.
Jim Brown. Nice play.
Brown and Carr both on the stop. That's going to be a gain of maybe a half a yard, and the Warriors are going to have to give up the football. Looked for a second like Nawasu was going to have some pretty good running room, but Brown and Carr closed it down in a heartbeat.
Yeah, Nawasu's the backbone of the Coyle offense.
All right, back to punt. And back deep for the Cheslick and Carr. There's the punt. They're going to probably let the ball go. It's going to take a Taunton bounce. A Coyle player grabs it just around the 38, 39-yard line where the Tigers will go in operation. 1st and 10. The one contrast we can point out here, Adam, between the two offenses is that Coyle is going to pretty much stick completely to that wishbone and occasionally the eye, whereas the Tigers have about a gazillion formations. Here we go. Hood splits out wide to the left, and again, Cheslick splits a little to the right with Sanchez as a tight flanker. The pitch to Carr, going to throw the ball. It's for Sanchez. It's going to complete, just short of a 1st down.
That flea flicker caught Coyle off guard.
So the Tigers open the game with a halfback pass. A bit of a wounded duck, but it was complete to Sanchez. Good for about 8 yards. 2nd and 2. I still think this is going to boil down to a battle on the line of scrimmage. Cheslick wide right, Hood to the left. The give is to Carr off the right side. He breaks a couple tackles. Oh, there is a good tackle in the secondary, though.
Kevin Burke on the tackle for Coyle.
Not much of a hole, but pretty good line blocking. Carr squeezed right through it, broke open. And if it wasn't for, who made the tackle?
Burke, Kevin Burke.
If it wasn't for Burke, that was 6 points. This time, Hood and Cheslick go to the same side. They give us the Carr again, up the middle. He's going to pick up about 5 yards, maybe 6 yards on the play, out to just short of midfield.
Alex McDonald on the tackle for the Warriors. McDonald's one of 5 EAC All-Stars chosen from Coyle this year.
Okay, Hood wide to the left. Cheslick's the tight flanker on the inside. Pitches to Carr, trying her left side. He's not going to get the 1st down, but he's going to get pretty close, short by about a yard.
Pat Barrett on the tackle.
And it's going to bring up a 3rd and about a half a yard. 6:50 left to go on the 1st. The Warriors went 3 and out. The Tigers have got some sort of march going here. Starting the ball at their own 39-yard line. They're out to the Warrior 46. Cheslick in motion. The give to Carr. He's easily going to get the 1st down and then some. Down to the Warrior 36.
Alex McDonald again on the tackle.
We might point out that we've got additional help here in the booth. Ryan Passant and Paul Gordon are our spotters, doing a super job. Okay, Hood splits wide left. Cheslick getting out wide to the right. Sanchez and Carr left in the backfield. The give is to, that was kind of like stop motion or something. I don't know. It's probably illegal procedure against the Tigers. Yeah, it's illegal procedure against the Tigers. There's hard to say what happened on that play, but it didn't look right from the beginning.
Yeah, it looked like everyone jumped on that one.
Yeah, which means most likely the center just forgot to snap the ball, and everybody else started to move. But it's a little difficult when you don't have the football. Okay, that'll bring up a 1st and 15 for the Tigers. Hood wide to the right this time. Goldbranson is in the game at left tight end. The pitch to Carr. He's got some room. Oh, nice block. A good tackle again, but not before Carr picks up about 7 or 8 yards. Sanchez on a nice block.
Brian Galvin again on the tackle.
Go ahead.
Galvin was very solid for the Warriors all year, actually. Again, a captain and an EAC All-Star, so.
Well, Coyle has some pretty good football players. Hood wide to the left. Cheslick seems to be limping a little bit, but he's in the slot. They got a lot of room to run here. Brown's going to get around and pick up the first down. He's still on his feet inside the 20-yard line.
Wow.
Well, not quite the 20. Call it the Warrior 22-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. The Tigers have a lot of versatile players on offense. They can throw a lot of different sets at you. Brown has really been a fabulous quarterback all year. He really has posed an awful lot of problems for the defenses in the O'Colony League. Twin receivers out right, Tossie and Hood. The give is to Carr. And good tackle this time, little or no gain. Call it 2nd and 10. 4 minutes left to go here in the first quarter for the 69th annual Turkey Day tilt between the Warriors and the Tigers. Not always played on Thanksgiving, but okay, Tossie right, and the give is to Carr. Pickup of about, 3 on the play.
The Warriors now starting to slow that Tiger running game.
Yeah, that'll bring up a 3rd and 7. All right, Adam, you're the quarterback, or you're the coach at Taunton. What do you call here?
I think I'm going to go with a slant out right, probably.
All right, I'm going to go with that same option to the left.
All right.
Hood splits out wide to the right, all kinds of different formation. Carr left alone in the backfield. And kind of, but not quite. The ball's up for grabs. It's going to fall incomplete as anticipated. Not a bad toss by Brown, though. And that situation, it's not a bad play.
Looked like it kind of slipped through Burke's hands for Coyle.
Yep. Well, I think the receiver realized that he didn't have the best position, and he basically turned into a defender and knocked the ball down.
Yeah.
So Sam Roman is probably going to tee it up and try for the field goal. Cheswick will be doing the holding. Ball will be spotted at the 26. It's a 36-yard attempt by Sam Roman. Or a fake. Here's the snap. It's going to be a little short, I'm afraid. Yeah, not quite. Okay, comes up a little short. Tigers will turn the ball over, but not before they chewed up quite a bit of time on the clock, and that I kind of expect this. I think this game's going to go quickly, with a lot of staying on the ground.
Well, Coach has his hands full with Division One Tigers, Coyle being in Division 3. So it's going to be a tough game, though, either way.
Yes, but the emotions in this kind of a game really play a big part. This time McDonald, he splits out wide to the left, got that wishbone for Burke. This time it's the gift to Nawasu. Oh, they had him, but he's going to be thrown for a pretty good loss. You know what? I think Nawasu was looking to throw that ball. I really do. I think that he looked to throw the ball. He was much deeper than you would normally be on a standard wishbone option. I think he was looking to throw the ball. I really do. Okay, a loss of 7 or 8 on the play. Bring it to second and, well, it says 17, but that's closer to 18. Ball resting at the Warrior 13-yard line. McDonald splits wide to the left. This time, to give up the middle to the fullback. He's going to pick up some yardage back to the original line of scrimmage. Mike Caputo on the carry. Okay, that'll bring up a 3rd and 10. This is where the Tigers are looking for the stop. Okay, this time it's a standard wishbone once again. Pretty much the same set that the Warriors have had. Back to throw is Burke, looking for the long one. He's got room. Oh, it's a wounded duck. That ball was wicked out of bounds.
Yeah.
I would say Mr. Burke made a fine football play there. That ball was thrown exactly where it belonged.
Yeah. Tigers obviously going to get good field position now.
That they are. This time Caputo's back to do the punting. Again, Sanchez and Carr. There's a snap. Pretty good punt. Going to take a, well, it was, first it took a Tiger bounce, then it took a Warrior bounce, but it's still excellent field position for the Tigers at the Warrior 49. Okay, Tigers in operation, 1st and 10. Both teams obviously keying on the runners, Carr and Nawasu. Okay, Hood wide to the right, left. Cheslick still limping wide right. Okay, they give us to Carr off the left side. There's no room. He breaks to the outside. He's got some good running room. Still on his feet. What a great run by Carr. Down inside the 30-yard line of the Warriors. Yeah, no room there. The Warriors did an excellent job, but they didn't contain. They stopped the Carr right at the line of scrimmage, but Carr, being the runner that he is, bounced to the outside, picked up quite a few yards that time, down to the, well, call it the 18-yard, the 27-yard, 28-yard line of the Warriors. To give to Sanchez, he's trying to get outside of Nawasu. There's a holding penalty, I think. Yeah, there's a flag on the play. Penalty is going to be against the Tigers. It's going to be holding. Carr doesn't like the penalty. Therefore, we can assume that perhaps it was on him. So instead of a gain of 10, it's going to be a loss of 10, but the down will remain the same. Okay, that'll march the ball back to the 37-yard line. 48 seconds left to go in the first quarter. 0-0 here at Tiger Stadium. Hood and Cheslick both wide left. So is Sanchez now. Back to throw, looking for the screen in the middle. They got it to Carr. He's looking for some room. Oh, Nawasu does the job. He doesn't actually make the tackle, but he's the one that really made the play.
Yeah. After Nawasu knocked him down, it looks like Galvin just finished him off there.
Yeah, but if he gets by Nawasu, Galvin's not got a prayer of catching him.
No way.
But Ivy makes the stop. Galvin on the cleanup. That's going to bring up a second. Call it 15. Good play call by the Tigers. It just didn't quite unfold the way they wanted. That's the end of the first quarter, 0-0. And actually, I'm not all that surprised. I'm really not. I think that the defenses of both clubs, have really risen to the occasion.
And it's obvious by watching this first quarter why both teams' rushes have had over 1,000 yards this season, sticking with the run.
Yes, the Tiger offense has been on the field a lot more than the Warriors. Technically, the Warriors, they only had 6 plays, and, not counting the punts, in the first quarter.
Warriors had problems, though, at the beginning of the game, containing the run of the Tigers.
Well, the drizzle has stopped here at Tiger Stadium. The turkeys are in the oven. They're warming up. Okay, the Tigers so far, actually, we'll have to say they have won the line of scrimmage so far. But with a 0-0 score, anything is a possibility.
Tigers have dominated so far, but they have nothing to show for it on the scoreboard.
That's exactly what I'm talking about, Adam. The idea here is to get it in the end zone. So you can beat anybody all over the field, but if you can't cross that goal line, that's what counts. Hood splits wide to the left, and here come the Tigers. It's the option left. The pitch is to Carr. Oh, what a great block by Sanchez. Man, I tell you, Sanchez is just laying them out today. That's going to bring up a pickup of about 7 or 8. That's going to bring up a third and call it 9. Tigers call a timeout. This is indeed a very big play for them. They are, however, clearly in 4-down territory. It's too far to field goal, and it's too short to punt, so they're going to go over 2 plays here for sure. A very fine Thanksgiving Day crowd here, as expected. They're still coming in. Okay, Coach Clemmy getting things all squared away for this very important play. Here's the, I'd call 2 plays and then come to the line of scrimmage, and then the second play have no huddle.
That could catch the Warriors off guard, most likely.
They don't have to be fancy plays, just have it ready. Okay, this time Paul Gregg is in the... he and Tossi go wide to the right. Cheslick's the tight end on the left now. They give us the Carr off the side. He's got some running room. It's going to be close. A great tackle. He's going to be short of the first down, but not by much. I don't know who that hit was, but that was a great tackle.
I think it was Chuck Peters on the end over there.
Okay, that's going to bring up a 4th and 1, and obviously this is the play of the game to this point. Huge play for both clubs right here. An enormous tradition for this city, the Thanksgiving Day game. Tossie wide to the left, Cheslick wide to the right. Well, obviously, nothing could have been worse than completely giving up the football, but they weren't going to make the play anyway, so obviously they were going to turn the ball over on downs irregardless. But any way you look at it, the Warriors stop the Tigers and take over possession of the football at their own 20, just outside the 20, where once again the Tigers pretty much dominating, simply haven't been able to move in the red zone. And here come the Warriors. Again, McDonald splitting wide to the left. I'm surprised they don't try him on a limping Cheslick. Okay, option to the left this time. Burke keeps the ball. He's going to get very little yardage, maybe a couple, maybe 3 or 4 actually.
He was knocked down by Pat Hebert of the Tigers.
Yeah, Hebert's been a solid defensive player the entire year. Well, let's call it 2nd and 7. Okay, same set, got that standard wishbone. Again, this time Burke finds plenty of room to run. He's on his way. Only Brown can catch him. And he does. Just short of the 20-yard line. Oh, flag on the play. So, what hurt the Tigers the most now returns to hurt the Warriors. And, of course, you never really know how much the holding had to do with the run. But so an exceptional run by Burke on the option goes for naught. In fact, instead of a gain of about 45 yards, it's going to be a loss. But it's from the point of the infraction, so it's going to wind up bringing up a 2nd and, well, it says 1, but that's a pretty long one. So both teams hurt badly by holding penalties. McDonald to the left, again that standard wishbone. To give to the fullback. Going to pick up the 1st down on the play. And the drizzle has started again. No gain on the play. Going to be a 2nd and there was obviously a pickup of the 1st down at 1st and 10 rather. Ball resting at the Warrior 34. Their same set. They give to the fullback once again, this time little or no gain. And the Tigers are doing one thing that I kind of like a lot. On the option, they're smacking Burke whether he gives the ball or keeps it.
Yeah, and Burke is a key player for Coyle, and if they can keep him contained, they have a good chance of winning this game.
You got to keep him contained, but no matter what involvement on the option, hit the quarterback and knock him down. I don't care whether he has it, whether he gave it to the fullback, whether he pitched it, just knock him down. Let him know that every single play is going to get hit. Here he comes again, same play. This time the give to the outside, to the fullback. And again, a pickup of about 8 or 9 on the play. Going to be a 1st down for the Warriors.
John Carr on the tackle, and again, Burke was hit hard on that play.
Yeah, they're hitting Burke every single play. Okay, McDonald wide to the right. Standard wishbone. 1st and 10 for the Warriors. This time, still on his feet is Burke. Okay, into Tiger territory, down to the Tiger 45, just outside the 45-yard line. 6:35 left to go here in the first half. Okay, out wide to the left goes McDonald. This time to give to 27. Pickup of about 3 on the play.
Brian Correa on the carry.
And a first down for the Warriors.
Donati on the tackle for the Tigers.
Ball resting at the Warrior or the Tiger 41.5. Okay, to give to Nawasu, and quite frankly, Nawasu hasn't even touched the ball that much.
And when he has, he's been stuffed so far in this game.
Yeah. Matt Kirkle has some sort of, get my binoculars out here, fancy looking shoes. Looks like he's wearing orange spats. Okay, standard wishbone again. 2nd and 9 to give to the fullback. Pickup of about 2 or 3 on the play. That's going to bring up a 3rd and call it 6. .439 left to go here in the first half. A scoreless ball game. Both clubs, Coyle has now gotten back into the line of scrimmage play, and it's been a real tug-of-war so far. Here comes Burke and company. Same option play. This time to give to the fullback, and he goes nowhere. And now Coyle has a bit of a decision. Obviously, they can punt the football, and it looks like that's what they're going to do. But, you know, I'd certainly look for a fake. I mean, you know, the ball's on what? The 37? It's probably a good idea to punt the football, but let's take a look. Caputo's back to punt. He should let it go. And it gets into the end zone, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Tigers at their own 20-yard line. Well, these two high-powered offenses seem to be having a little bit of trouble. They've done some good plays, both the Tigers as well as the Warriors, but of course the two holding penalties were huge. Obviously, the one the Tigers had, Carr was around the right end, and he was headed for some good yardage. And, of course, the long 45-yard run by Burke was negated by a holding penalty. So the two holding penalties have played a huge play in the game, a part in the game so far. Here come the Tigers with Hood wide left, Tossie to the right. They give us the Carr off the right side, and there is little or no room there at all. Flag on the play. If it's against the Tigers, obviously it'll be refused. If it's against the Warriors, of course, that could be significant. Yeah, legal procedure against the Tigers, unless it was a dead ball foul. Well, since they're asking the Warriors, it's obvious that, I mean, obviously they'll refuse the penalty. You know, I don't even know why they ask on such a thing like that. I mean, let's see. Do you want it to be 1st and 15 or 2nd and 13? Well, duh, you know. Okay, here come the Tigers. Hood to the left, Hossey to the right. Tigers got to get it in motion here. Sanchez and Carr left in the backfield. Look for a throw. Look for Brown to throw. Here he comes on the option. He keeps the ball. Finds his way. Yeah, this is the kind of stuff that Brown can do. He and Burke have a lot in common in that respect. Okay, that's a pickup of about 9 on the play. That's going to bring up a 3rd and call it 2. Huge play for the Tigers right here. Okay, same formation with Cossey left, Hood to the right. The option the other way. The give to Carr. He's got some room. It'll have to be a good tackle. And, oh, it's going to be close. It is going to be close. I don't think he made it. Yeah, it's going to be short. Wow. It's going to be 4th down. And the Tigers are going to call a timeout and decide whether or not they want to go for this. All right, what would you do if you're the coach here, Adam? Shake your head, eh?
I think I definitely have to punt here in a 0-0 game.
All right, here's what I do. I come to the line of scrimmage, and I do what I can. See, I wouldn't have called a timeout right here. I'd have gone to the line of scrimmage and see if I can draw them offside. If I can draw them offside, I got my 1st down. If the play clock gets down and they don't go offside, I call my timeout, then I punt. Of course, that's easy to say up here. 2:20 left to go in the scoreless first half of the 69th meeting between these two clubs. I'll tell you. Now, if they go for it, it's a heck of a gamble. I got to punt the ball here, but I can't blame the Tigers either way. But if you don't make it, you've given them awfully good field position with 2 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in a half. Tigers with a straight T formation. Brown should sneak it. The give to Carr. He's going to make it. Yes. What a gutsy call by Coach Clemmy. The Tigers pick up the 1st down. He's got more courage than I do.
Tigers taking a big risk there going for that one.
Well, he made it pay off. Okay. Ball out to the 32. Tigers 1st and 10. They got 2 minutes to go in the half. You're going to have to put the ball in the air sooner or later. That's basically all there is to it. Got the option coming down. Oh! That's a touchdown for the Tigers. That was a fantastic play by McDonald. He tips the ball, and he has a chance to pick it right up and scored the touchdown. You got to give it to him. Great play by McDonald.
Practically threw it into McDonald's arms, did the Tigers.
So the Warriors draw first blood 6-0 on a miscue by the Tigers. Pudo to try the extra point. It's a high snap, and there'll be no points here. C.J. Askew on the stop, although Burke had little or nothing to do. I mean, he just... Okay, 1:49 left to go. The Tigers down 6-0. And, well, it kind of figured to be that kind of game. Somebody's going to make a mistake. The first mistake of any consequence is made by the Tigers. It results in an immediate touchdown as McDonald knocks the pitch itself down, picks it up and runs it in for the score. Okay, back deep for the Tigers, of course, John Carr and Derek Sanchez. All right, the Tigers need to run it all the way back. Caputo will do the kicking off. Okay, it's a good kick. Down it in the end zone. All righty. Okay, Sanchez downs it in. Nice kick by Caputo into the end zone. Tigers in operation, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. 1:49 left to go in the first half. Okay, Brown and company calling signals. This time the option to the other side. The pitch is to Carr. He finds his way. He's got some pretty good room there. Still on his feet. Picks up about 14 to 13 yards on the play. And they'll call a timeout, I'm sure. Or not. Okay, ball on the 33. I don't know how many timeouts the Tigers have left, but I'd have used one there. Well, they've only got one timeout left, and yeah, they got to hold on to that.
Well, they're going to have to get the ball downfield and get out of bounds if they want to score before the end of the half.
Yeah, they're going to have to put the ball in the air. Well, they've got 3 receivers to the right with only 2 defenders. Brown on the quarterback keeper, still on his feet, spins around, picks up about 5 yards on the play. They're going to have to call their last timeout. 1:08 left to go in the half. Okay, since the Tigers stay on the field, I'm sure it's a 20-second timeout. So Branson is going into the backfield. Cheslick's coming out, and since Cheslick's limping, I look for them to throw the ball here. Okay, Hood goes wide to the right. Branson's your tight end left. Tossie's in the slot, leaving Sanchez and Carr in the backfield. Back to throw. Screenplay. Whoa. McDonald playing a superb game. Okay, the Tigers, I guess, had another timeout. Well, be that as it may, with 57 seconds, that's a loss of 4 on the play. 3rd and call it 14. Hood wide left, Tossie to the right. Sanchez in the slot now. The give is to Carr, and he's going to pick up very little yardage on the play. Now I would imagine Coyle would call time. The Coyle lost about 10 seconds there. Obviously, the Tigers will be punting the football. Taunton coaching staff's had a great year. They really came out with a pretty good program, and they've really done a good job this year. This is one of the few games, however, that they're up against probably the best head coach in the entire area, if not the state. Coach Almeida's, I believe, been involved in 42 of these Turkey Day games, 37 or 38 of them as a head coach.
Seems like he's been here forever.
Yeah, pretty much so. And everywhere he's gone, he's built a winner. Okay, Hood's going to be doing the punting. This is an important punt. Anything but a block. Oh, that's trouble. Whoa, McDonald almost got it. I tell you, McDonald's playing a great game. Okay, punt that bounces Coyle's way. And Coyle, with 33 seconds, is going to have only 46 yards or 45 yards to go. Ball resting at the Tiger 44. Okay, the Warriors come out. They abandon their wishbone for this. Obviously, they're going to try and they give it to the fullback. No go there. Coyle will, of course, call timeout. 28 seconds left. They're going to try quite a few things. Look for them to screen, draw, try to do something a little bit fancy. And Nuwasa's been a total non-factor in this football game.
I don't know where Coach Almeida is putting Nuwasa in this game. I mean, over 1,100 yards this season and 14 touchdowns, and
I know it, and
he's been a no-show in this game.
Absolutely, but he's still the kind of player that can all of a sudden make his presence felt in a hurry. Okay, back to throw. It's up for grabs. Carr's got a beat on it. It's caught. Oh, I can't believe this.
Galvin just kind of threw it up there, and
That's
he
right.
got lucky. Two defenders all over him.
Carr and Cheslick both limping now, but they both went up for the ball, and McDonald just waited for it to fall in his lap.
What a game by McDonald. You can
Whoa,
tell.
I guess.
You can see why he was chosen to be an all-star. What a game.
Okay, 19 seconds left. This is a huge, huge couple of plays coming up here. That was an incredibly important play right there.
Incredibly lucky, too.
Well, luck does have quite a bit to do with a lot of football games. Okay, broken eye formation. Now look for Nawasu. Here comes the option. And Burke, I think Burke made a mistake there. I think Nawasu should have got the football. They'll use another timeout. Second and go from the 5 with 12 seconds left. Wow, I'm beginning to think we're hexed. Okay, here we go. McDonald splits wide to the left. Standard wishbone to give to Nawasu. He's going to be stopped short. 6 seconds left to go in the half. Ball probably down to about the 2. Actually, call it the 1. So, with no more timeouts left for the Warriors, this is, unless the ball is thrown in a hurry, the last play of the half. Of course, unless there's a score, then the extra point. But the point is that this is a giant play right here. Okay, a giant play right here. Standard wishbone, straight T otherwise. Tigers call a timeout.
I thought they had like 3 timeouts left.
Well, I was fooled also. I thought there were 3.5. There's 5.5 in high school. That's the difference. I keep forgetting that myself. Okay, the Tigers wanted to take a look at what they were going to come out with and stack against it. So now we'll take a look and see what happens. You can't begin to say how big a play this is. Okay, as expected, standard wishbone, 2 tight ends, power on power right here. To give to the fullback, touchdown. And the Tigers don't like the call. It was hard to tell from here, but the referee saw it as a touchdown, and that's what counts. 12-0. The Warriors on top of the Tigers. They'll probably go for 2 here. Look for them to throw to McDonald. No, the give is to the fullback, in for the 2-point conversion, running it to 14-0 with no time left, and that's it for the first half. The Warriors are on top 14-0 by virtue of basically the Alex McDonald contest. His performance basically is the difference in his football game. McDonald has played a great game on the defense from his defensive end position. He knocks down the pitch, picks it up, runs it in for the score, and then just before the end of the half catches a 42-yard pass from Burke. Basically simply waited for the ball to come down after it missed the 2 defenders, and that's the way it stands. 14-0. Tigers in a big hole here now.
It's like the Alex McDonald show is helping out Coyle today.
Yep, well, that'll do it for the first half. Don Bullard and Adam Bagney will be back with the second half kickoff in just a moment. 6 yards rushing, but hasn't been able to get over the goal line. Brown has 32 yards rushing, and Sanchez 7 yards rushing, but the Tigers only have 1 passing yard, and wow, that's amazing. So, Adam, what are these stats for the Warriors?
Well, for the Warriors, again, Nuwasu not getting much action out there. He has -2 rushing yards. Burke has 19 rushing yards himself, including 2-yard touchdown into the goal line at the end of the half. He has 42 passing yards, and obviously McDonald with the touchdown has 36 receiving yards.
But the stat that counts is 14 points for the Warriors, 0 for the Tigers. But the Tigers will be receiving this kickoff, and they've got to do something right here on this series. So, Caputo has it teed up. Back deep for the Tigers, Sanchez and Carr. Okay, we're underway for the second half. It's going to be Carr at the 12. He backs up a little bit. The return is to the left. He's got a pretty good lane. He could be in. He could go. He could go all the way. John Carr takes the opening kickoff. 91 yards, and the Tigers score in a heartbeat.
What a play by Carr. He just found the hole and hit it.
Wow, what a turn of events here.
That puts the momentum right back to the Tigers side of the bench.
Well, you could see it developing, and when Carr spun around, you knew that the setup was on the left side of the Tigers' side of the field, and you could see the lane opening up, and once he got by that first wave, it was history. Okay, the Tigers will be going for 1 here, which is pretty much to be expected. Obviously, nothing fancy here. Shammer Roman will attempt the extra point. Snap. Oh, and it's a fake. Cheslick throws. Score to Sanchez. No, I'm wrong. It's to C.J. Askew. Not number 20, number 21, C.J. Askew. So the Tigers pull the fakeroo, and now it's, 14 to 8. The Tigers are only down 6. And if that's not, that's got to give you an enormous psychological lift. Whoa! John Carr, 90-yard return. Actually an 88 because he backed up a little bit, but basically the 90-yard kickoff return by Carr. Wow, superb. But the blocking was there. It was obviously set up to go on the left side because Carr was way over on the right side. He picked his way, and once he got by that first wave, he was history. Very well designed, very well executed. Okay, Rich Hocking has it picked up, or teed up. Wow, so 10:42. Wow, 18 seconds gone in the game. The ball is going to come to one of the short man, Caputo, and he's going to get out to about the 34, 35-yard line.
Paul Gregg on the tackle for the Tigers.
Okay, Tigers have to get tough here on the offense. Here comes the Warriors, straight wishbone, 2 tight ends. And look at the Tigers. They're up on the line of scrimmage. The pitch is to Nawasu, and he has, well, that wasn't a very good pitch. Burke pitched it behind him, and Nawasu was lucky to keep the football. Going to be a loss of about 4 or 5 on the play. Again, the drizzle has started, and it's almost a rain. That's going to be a second and 14. Okay, McDonald splits out wide to the right. Burke pitches to the second man. Okay. Spats Kirkle on the carry. McDonald wide to the right, wishbone. Burke in to throw. Oh, that ball hit the ground. Yeah, it hit the ground. McDonald made a heck of a try on it, but not good enough. McDonald appealing to the other referee, but it doesn't work that way. When a ball is seen to hit the ground, it's called incomplete. It can't be called complete at that point. Going to bring up a fourth down, and the Tigers are going to get the ball right back. Caputo back to do the punting, and he's done a fine job on both the punting and the kickoff. Okay, that's going to cost the Warriors another 5, I believe.
Looks like Brooks Cornell might have jumped offside.
Yeah, illegal procedure against the Warriors, going to be a 5-yard penalty. Tigers should come out of this with superb field position. Wind isn't really a factor, but the rain is starting to be a factor in the game, I think. Snap, it's a low one. Whoa, they could have called him down. Carr does the right thing and lets it go. Again, I think the rain is beginning to make a factor. Carr slipped, didn't get his footing, and had no choice but to let the football go. Had he been able to feel the football, he'd have had a pretty good run back. But the Tigers have the ball. Excellent punt, absolutely excellent punt. The ball all the way back to the Tiger 28-yard line where they're in operation, 1st and 10. Jason Goldbranson in for the Tigers. Spelling Cheslick probably. Hood and Tossie go wide right. Sure enough, Goldbranson's your tight end left, leaving Sanchez and Carr in the backfield. Brown gives to Carr, pickup of about 2 at most on the play. And although it hasn't been an actual downpour, I think the field is starting to get a little slick.
Well, I think that may also be the reason that there aren't many passing yards in this game.
Yep, I think you're right. In fact, the Tigers have 1, and I don't know. Let's see.
That was only that one play.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, we forgot the 42-yard pass that McDonald wound up catching, but even that's only 42 yards. Okay, this time the give to Sanchez off the right side. He still goes close to the first down, not quite there.
Kevin Burke on the tackle for the Warriors.
It's going to be short. I guess they're going to measure, but I think they'll measure only so they can spot the ball with the chain at the hash mark.
Yeah, that looks definitely short for the Tigers.
Yeah, they're using it basically just so that they'll get the right spot here. The only way he makes it here is if it's, whoa, it's closer than I thought. Whoa! We'll call it 2 inches. Maybe less. They're still looking at it. Yeah, it looks short from here. But I'll tell you, you'll need some calibers to tell exactly how short. So anyway, you look at it, it's going to be 3rd and 1 inch. And And the spot now is, that basically is why they wanted those changed. Although it turned out to be a lot closer than I expected. See, the lines on a football field are not always perfectly straight. Okay, third and that very short inch. Look for Brown to keep the ball. Keep the ball, yes, there goes Brown. He made it, he made it. And let me tell you, he needed an inch, and I think he got 2. So he picks up the first down, but flag on the play. Okay, offside makes the entire play academic. Okay, here come the Tigers, straight T formation. Again, I don't know what's happening to the Tigers on this play, but it seemed like there should have been a flag somehow, but apparently there's no flag. But the play just didn't develop. It didn't get off. I don't know what happened. It seemed like backs moved, linemen didn't, or vice versa.
Yeah,
It wasn't.
the Tigers looked very stiff on that.
Yeah, there was very, they just didn't fire off. There was a miscommunication, I believe, on the cadence. Okay, again, that straight T formation, but the Tigers need to fire out. Okay, now they switch formation, sitting Hood wide right. Sanchez is the flanker. This time the pitch to Carr, coming left, got a little bit of running room, not a lot, but he does a pretty good job. Picks up about 6 or 7 on the play, going to bring up a third and about 3.
Looks like John Plante pushed him out of bounds.
Okay, again, Hood splits wide to the left. Sanchez is a tight flanker right. This time he bootlegs. He's got somebody open. Sanchez catches it, and he's going to go in for the score. Whoa! Touchdown, Tigers. I thought the ball was going to be intercepted by Burke. The ball was a wounded duck. It went floating out to Sanchez. I thought Burke was going to get there in time. He obviously did not. Sanchez grabs it and scampers the rest of the way to the end zone, and we got a tie ball game, 14-all with 6:31 left to go in the third.
That was not a good throw by Brown, but he did get the job done.
Wow. Yes, it looked like Burke was right there. But Sanchez grabs it, and he's off to the races. Tie ball game, 14-all. Sam Roman looking to give the Tigers the lead here. There's the snap. It's up. It's no good. In fact, that ball can be run, you know. Okay, little people, people don't realize you can run that back, and if you score, it's
That's
2
2
for
points.
you. Yes. Well, it's 14-all. So, whoa, we got ourselves a football game. I don't know. This is a Turkey Day game. I don't think people are going to forget for a long time. This is gonna be interesting.
Well, Coyle had so much momentum going into the half, and the Tigers just blocking it all out, coming right back up, tying the game.
Obviously, you're right. That's exactly true, Adam. The Warriors had all the momentum at the end of the half, and it took the Tigers about 12 seconds to take it back when Carr runs the kickoff back 90 yards for a touchdown. Okay, now Hawking tees it up in this 14-all football game. Okay, Rich Hawking about to kick off. Obviously trying to keep it away from Nawasu. He's not going to do it this time. Nawasu's going to get a chance. Okay, it goes through Nawasu's legs. And Nawasu just does pick it up. And he's going to be, wow, inside the 15.
Things are not getting any better for Ivy Nawasu today.
Well, that time, Nawasu, the ball was coming to his feet. So he had to make the decision of, did he come up and catch it? Did he let it bounce? He made that fatal decision of somewhere in between. The ball drops at his feet and immediately scoots by him. He goes back. He should have gone ahead and taken the knee, but
I think Nawasu thought the bounce was going to be higher, but it just kind of stuck to the ground.
yeah, it did.
With the
Well,
slick
again,
water.
this field is beginning to change its complexion. Okay, this time a straight wishbone again. This time a give to Kirkle, Spats Kirkle on the carry.
And Bosch is on the tackle.
I'm beginning to wonder if there's something wrong with Nawasu. They're not even running him. Okay, second and call it 7. The scoreboard says 6, but that's a huge 6, I'll tell you. Okay, McDonald splits out wide to the left. Burke calling the signals. Okay, keeping the ball is Burke. He's still on his feet. He picks up the first down over the 25. First down for the Warriors. And I tell you, another thing has changed. The temperature. It is a decided 15 degrees colder than when this game started.
Yeah, it's getting
Positively.
a lot cooler up here in the booth.
Doesn't mean much to the players, but it sure does to the fans. Okay, McDonald split, and now McDonald's limping. Boy, everybody's limping. McDonald and Cheslick playing each other, both limping. Okay, this time it's Nawasu off the left side, and again, the Tigers are ready for him.
David Bosch stuffed Nawasu on that play.
4:50 left to go here in the third. All knotted up at 14 all.
Nawasu now in -4 rushing yards in this game.
This is bizarre. Very bizarre. Okay, McDonald limps out to the left. Cheslick limps out to go defend him. And Burke calls the signals. This time, oh! Wow. The Tigers are starting to figure out that wishbone and account for each and every man.
Looked like C.J. Askew made that
Yeah,
tackle.
Askew's a solid cornerback. He's doing a terrific job. Boy, that brings up a third and call it 12. And for the time being, it's the Tigers with the momentum. Burke calling the signals from the wishbone formation. Back to throw, looking for intercepted. Whoa! A great play by Cheslick, and Hebert picks it off. Cheslick made a great move to the inside on McDonald. They both, McDonald, Cheslick, and the ball got there at the same time. The ball pops up in the air. Great defense by Cheslick, and Hebert picks it off, and the turnover goes to the Tigers. First and 10 at the Warrior 39.
Yeah, it looked like Cheslick and McDonald both just tipped it, and
Yep.
Hebert got the catch.
They were right there at the same time.
Nice
Ball
interception.
popped up. Hebert picks it off, and here come the Tigers. Tossie left, Hood right. To give to the second man, Carr. He's got a hard-earned 2 yards. Yeah, McDonald on the stop there. Boy, he's played a good football game, huh? Second and call it 8. Same formation. They get the car off the left side. He's again a very hard-fought 2 yards.
John Plante on the stop there, of course.
Okay, 2:40 left to go here in the third.
The Warriors look like they're containing Carr a lot more in the second half so far. He had 86 rushing yards in the first half.
Yes, they're keying on him pretty good. Okay, this time Hood's wide left. Tossi's a tight flanker right. Looking to throw. It's going to be incomplete. Guess what happened? McDonald got his big paw right up on the football. I tell you, this kid's playing a game.
It looked like he was limping earlier, but it doesn't seem to be slowing him down at all.
No, he and Cheslick are a couple of warriors battling each other. Okay, the Tigers will obviously go for this. 4th and 7. I'd throw it downfield. All the way downfield. If it's intercepted, so what? Big deal. Good as any punt. Because the ball rests at your own, the Warrior 35. Sanchez and Hood go wide left. 2 more receivers from the shotgun. It's the shovel pass. What a great call. What a fabulous call by the coaching staff, and well executed. Wow, nice play. Spread the ball out, and then from the shotgun, it looked like Brown was going to drop back. Then he threw that small shovel pass to Carr, and Carr rumbled 17 yards down to, wow, looks like inside the 10, down to about the 16-yard line or 17-yard line. No, let's see. 22-yard line. No, I was right the first time. 17. Okay, here come the Tigers. Brown calling signals. Again, a lot of different formations for the Tigers. The pitch to Carr. He's looking to throw. The ball is up. And rightfully, Carr just chucks it out of bounds. Against Barnstable, the first time that the Tigers tried the option pass, it went to Cheslick for a touchdown. And since then, all the teams have basically kept in the back of their minds that Carr can throw the football. All right, so timeout on the field. It's going to be a 2nd and 10. The Tigers barking at the door here. I tell you, I love Taunton's wide open offense. They're apt to do anything. They even ran the single wing on Barnstable. Lined up in the T formation, shifted to the single wing, and the ball was snapped directly to Carr, who scored on a touchdown.
Wow.
I tell you, the Tigers have really put the fun back in football. They are a wild bunch. Okay, Sanchez and Goldbranson split out wide to the right. Tossi's a short flanker. Carr's all alone in the backfield. Hood's a left tight end. Another formation used for the first time. Bootlegging, looking for Hood. Oh, in and out of his hands, but good defense.
Looked like Matt Kirkle knocked him down.
That's Kirkle on the stop there.
Great play to save a touchdown.
Okay, huge play here. Probably a little bigger for the Warriors than it is for the Tigers. I mean, obviously the Tigers want to get this, but this is going to be interesting. Well, the Tigers call timeout again. They really want to talk this play over. Okay. Looks like a 20-second timeout. Usually that's what it is when the offense stays on the field, except for the quarterback. Now this is where they might have tried the field goal, but they haven't had much success with the field goal today. Even the one extra point seemed to slip away from them. Okay. Chuck it into the end zone. Even if it's intercepted, big deal. Give it a chance. Okay, running the option. Brown keeps the ball, and he's not going to make it. That's going to bring up a 4th down. Well, the one thing about the Tigers is they are not predictable. This could be anything. Okay, from the shotgun, Sanchez in motion. Fake, Brown's got some room. And he's not even going to come close.
Monahan just stuffs him in the backfield. Warriors take over.
Okay, didn't work out the way the Tigers wanted it to. And a good opportunity goes by the boards for the Tigers. But give the Warriors credit. They hung in there tough.
That could be a good momentum shift that you were talking about.
It could be. Nothing like stopping the other team when you've had the turnover. Okay, so the ball's 1st and 10 for the Warriors at the 20. So if you threw it in the end zone and they intercepted it, that's where the ball would be anyway. Okay, from the wishbone, they give up to Naivi Nawasu. Pickup of about 3 or 4 on the play. Second and 6. Well, actually, yeah, that's right. 2nd and 6. Ball resting at the 24. Okay. The pitch to Kirkle.
Pat Hewitt with a tackle.
Okay, so once again I go in the tank in the 50-50 for 16 straight years. That was a 50-50. Okay, that's the end of the 3rd quarter as well. And here we go. One more quarter left to go in a thrilling 14-14 tie. And it all depends on who's going to catch the break. There are the cheerleaders. You want my binoculars back? No. All right, here we go. 3rd and 5. Huge play for everybody. To give to the second man, Nawasu. He's not going to make it, but a pickup of about 4. This is going to be interesting. The question is, are the Warriors going to show the kind of courage that the Tigers did in the first half, going for the 4th down at this stage?
Just about in the same spot. too.
Yeah, just about. Nowhere near, you know, I think they got about the same to go. Maybe yeah, I think Coach Almeida's a pretty straightforward football guy. I think he's going to punt the football.
Well, on that last play, Alex Hebert had the tackle. That's his third tackle in a row. Pat Hebert.
Yeah, Hebert's played a pretty good football game here. Okay, Caputo back to punt the football. There's a snap. Not a bad punt. They're going to have to let it drop. It goes out of bounds, and the Tigers will have pretty good field position at about their 42. Well, 10 minutes left to go here in this football game, and I'll tell you, this one's going down to the wire. And like we said, it hasn't really been raining hard, but it's been a steady drizzle rain type of situation. That field has changed its complexion significantly from the beginning of the football game. Okay, here come the Tigers, straight T formation. To give to the second man, Sanchez spinning around, pick up, he's still on his feet. He broke loose.
Man, if it wasn't for Kirkle on that play, that could have been 6 points right there.
Yes. Okay, instead of being stopped, it's a pickup of 9, and Sanchez is playing the whistle. Real good. Okay, 2nd and 1. 9:31 left to go in the football game. Here come the Tigers in that straight T formation. Looks like they're just trying to pound it out. This time the give. No, Brown keeps it. Got plenty of running room. Still on his feet. Up from behind. And down to up the 2-yard line.
Alvin caught him from behind.
Okay, this time Hood wide to the left. The give is to Carr. And there we're looking for him that time. No gain, maybe a half yard at most, maybe none. Okay, here we go. 2nd and say 9. I'd say 9 3/4. Good wide right, Tossie to the left, leaves Sanchez and Carr in the backfield. Sanchez gets it off left side, and wow, I tell you, for a little fella, Sanchez is showing some pretty good strength. Dragging defenders with him, pickup of about 4 on play. 3rd and 5 or 6 on the play. Scoreboard says 2nd and 6. It's 3rd and 6. Ball resting at the 29-yard line. Brown with the play. Look for the Tigers to definitely go for 2 plays here. The pitch to Carr, sweeping left. Good. Oh, nice block. Boy, Sanchez has done great today. Just great. Whoa. Sanchez blocking has been absolutely magnificent today, I'll tell you.
That wouldn't be a first down without Sanchez.
First down for the Tigers, and I'll tell you, Sanchez just leveled Ivy Nawasu. Of course, in all honesty, there's nothing better than a 5'6" guy being able to block a 6'3" or 4" guy. There's an awful lot to work with, you know. It's easy to get in that midsection, and Sanchez did just that. 7:26 left to go in a football game. Tigers bark at the door. To give Sanchez, still on his feet. What a game he's having. Whoa. Pickup of about 7 after being hit 2 or 3 times.
Sean Lantan, tackle for the Warriors.
The Tigers have stuck with a good game plan this second half, but let's not forget that were allowed to do so by a 90-yard kickoff return to open this half.
Well, Tigers are pounding the ball now.
Absolutely. Here we go. The pitch to Carr. Carr trying to sweep to right. Another block by Sanchez. Great block by Sanchez.
Flag down on the play.
Flag on the play. Unfortunately, that well, I don't know. It could have been a face man. Well, no, holding back there. It's going to be holding. Wow. Big penalty. No, side the Warriors. Probably going to be reused.
So Tigers decline, and they're going to have first and goal.
No, they're going to bring it all the way down to the 3-yard line, where it's going to be second and goal. No, first goal from the 3. Brown calling the signals. The pitch to Carr, sweeping left. Again, Sanchez does job. In for the touchdown. Whoa. John Carr running all over the place, and Derek Sanchez blocking like he's Sam Gash.
Sanchez
Whoa,
leading
what
right
a
in front of
play.
Carr.
The Tigers are now up 20-14, and this is really going to be interesting as to what Tigers do here. They haven't done well on the extra points, on the kicking part of it. They're probably going to go for 2. Excuse me. You know.
Let's be a Tiger timeout.
Yeah, Tigers call a timeout. Excuse me. We can't see. Thank you. Okay, 6:32 to go in the football game. The Tigers are up 20-14. This is an absolutely gigantic play. If you go for 2, then if they score, it forces them to go for 2. You go for 1, that gives them an option. Don't make it, all they have to do is kick. So the possibilities are endless here.
Well, this has been a key play for the Warriors all season. They lost games this year by only 1 point.
Yeah. Tigers, Sam Morone had a pretty good year. He's been basically pretty solid, but this is a slippery field with, it's just not a good field. I suspect they're going to go for 2, and they are. Brown talking to Ma Mobrook. And here we go. Bootlegging. Oh, all alone. Brown's going to score himself. In for the 2. Good decision by Brown. He had Hood open, but with
He had
the
plenty of room himself.
Yep, absolutely. It was open, so Hood is an excellent decoy there, and Brown runs it in, and the Tigers are now up 8, 22-14, and obviously the Warriors will have to go for 2 if they score. So the Tiger defense looking to get tough, the Warrior offense looking to get back in it. We still got an awful lot of football to go. Okay, Rich Hawking has it teed up, and once again, I wouldn't kick to Nwasu. I know Nwasu's not had any factor in this game, but he's also the kind of player that could explode on you in a heartbeat. So I just wouldn't kick it to him.
They're gonna mess up and kick
Okay, Rich Hawking has it teed. The ball is again going to go to Spatz. He picks it up at the 20, 25. Oh, there's some room there. And nice tackle, but good field position for the Warriors out at their own 45, 46-yard line.
C.J. Askew pulling him out there.
Yeah, Kirkle is really, he's played a pretty good football game. He really has. In fact, both of these teams have just slugged it out. Okay, here come the Warriors with McDonald splitting wide to the right, standard wishbone. Okay, this time Burke keeps the ball, pickup of about 2 on the play.
David Bosch on the tackle for the Tigers.
6 minutes left to go in the football game. 2nd and 8. Ball resting at the Warrior 48. And that temperature continues to take a dive.
Getting colder and colder up there.
Okay, Burke this time pitches to, C.J. Askew. Whoa! Mercy.
What a play by Askew.
Great play by Askew. Spatz Kirkle on the option play, taking it left, and he's cut right down. I think C.J. lined him up all the way from the backfield.
Yeah, it looked like he had a good eyesight from him all the way.
Yeah, he was after him all the way. Okay, 3rd and 10. A little loss on the play. Back at, call it 3rd and 11, actually, back at the 45-yard line. I suspect they're going to have to go for it if they don't make it this time.
Yeah, there's not much time left
5
for the
minutes
Warriors.
left to go in a football game. 2 huge plays for both clubs coming right here. Okay, Burke back to pass. Oh, and he's sacked. That was a huge sack. Oh, no.
Josh Cicero on the
Come
sack, and it looked like he
on.
gets a flag
I'm
right
sorry. It's one thing to call the taunting penalty. It's another to get on a kid because he got a little bit excited. That is a horrible call.
there. You can't blame Cicero on that.
Exactly. I mean, it wasn't like he taunted him in the face. Oh, that's a disgusting call. Disgusting. And the fans are letting the referee know that one. I mean, I'm all for stopping the taunting. Don't get me wrong. I really am. But he was just celebrating his own effort. Oh,
It was
man.
his own excitement. He wasn't even in the Warriors' face. That's a horrible call right there.
Oh, that's a horrible call. And that, of course, gives the Warriors a 1st down instead of having to punt the football. Oh, if that could come back to haunt some people, I'll tell you. Wow, what a huge penalty that is. Okay, Burke this time gives to, the ball is pitched to Nwasu, and he's going to go down. Okay. Again, I think the field is having something to do with this.
Crowd on the tackle, and Nwasu just can't seem to get anything going today. It was a bad pitch to him, though.
Yes, exactly. Burke has done a fine job, but his pitches have been, pretty difficult to handle today. Wow.
It's going to be a long 2nd down now for the Warriors.
Okay, 2nd and call it 24. Ball back at the Warrior 40. Okay, they give to Nwasu, and they hammered him.
Wow, I'm surprised the Warriors ran on that.
Yes.
2nd and 24.
Another flag on the play. I don't know what it's going to be.
Bosch on the tackle for the Tigers.
Personal foul against the Tigers.
It's going to be another 15 yards.
And that's a 1st down. That's an automatic 1st down.
Wow.
Who's that on? Who's that on?
And the coaches of the Taunton are hopping mad. Okay, 1st and 10. The ball's fumbled and the Tigers recover.
Muhammad Mabrook picks up the fumble for the Tigers. Wow, what a turn of events. 2 key penalties, and then the Tigers get the football back.
Wow, what a change of events here. Is 3:27 left to go in a football game. And now the Warriors are going to have to start calling timeout.
Warriors are hoping for a 3-and-out here.
Okay, calling the signals. The pitch is to Carr, looking to run. Again, Sanchez. Okay,
Nice
Nuwasu.
play by Nuwasu.
Yeah, nice tackle. Okay, from the straight tee, the give is to the second man, Sanchez. He breaks to the outside. He's going to pick up a first down, but there's 2 flags on the play. 1 flag, of course, I don't know, it depends. The second flag almost certainly is going to be a face mask, but the first flag, who knows what it is.
McDonald and Brooks Cornell brought him down. These penalties may offset each other.
I thought I saw a flag down at the line of scrimmage, but apparently there wasn't. Now the face mask is going to put the ball well into Coyle territory.
I thought there may be 2 penalties also.
Ball down inside the 30, down to the 28-yard line. 2:39 left to go in the football game. Tigers come out in that straight tee. Look for them to just pound the football. The give is to Sanchez this time. And boy, Sanchez is just ripping it off.
Brendan Noonan on the tackle for the Warriors. I don't think the Warriors are going to have a chance if the Tigers score here.
Yeah, if the Tigers score here, they can probably put it out of reach because there's under 2 minutes left to go in this turkey tilt. Tigers straight T formation, up 22-14. The give is to Sanchez. No, Brown keeps it on his feet, still inside the 5. Down to about the 3-yard line goes Sanchez.
Matt Kirkle on the stop.
Well, I don't know about the other penalties. You know, if you want to call a personal foul or whatever, that's okay. I have no problem with that. But there's got to be a lot more of a celebration before you call that one penalty.
Looks like a lot of the fans are leaving.
Okay, the Tigers in operation. Well, there's obviously a penalty by the Tigers. That's going to be illegal procedure. Cost them 5 yards. So instead of 1st and goal from the 3, it's going to be 1st and goal from the 8.
Looks like Bruce Borden.
Okay, 1 minute, 10 seconds left to go in the football game. The Tigers can pretty much run it out from this point forward. There's the pitch to Carr, trying to get outside. They're not going to let him get outside. He's going to lose 2 yards on the play.
Brian Gavin on the tackle.
Yeah, Warriors call timeout. Quite frankly, I thought the Warriors should have been calling timeout sooner than this.
A lot sooner. I would have said
Yeah,
starting at 2 minutes.
Well, I'd say starting back at 3 minutes. Well, anyway, 58 seconds left to go. The Tigers can at least make them...
I believe Coyle has just about almost all the timeouts left. As they use one here.
You know, everybody's leaving, but stranger things have happened in football games. It's still an 8-point football game.
Never know. A fumble could send it
Hey.
the other way.
How did Coyle score its first touchdown? A fumble was picked up and it was ran for a touchdown. So... Okay, Tigers now have a 2nd and goal back at the 10-yard line. Brown keeping the ball, looking for Hood. Touchdown, Tigers.
Jim Hood.
Hey, you got to give it to the Taunton coaching staff. They went for the kill, and they got it. Tigers are now up 28-14. And I tell you, we have a tradition here of picking the offensive and defensive star of the game for the Tigers. Of course, after this game, there is special awards for the offensive and defensive player. But for the Tigers defensively, I got to go with Pat Hebert. I thought he had an incredible game. He was superb. And for the Tigers offensively, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Carr, of course, did it all, including the 90-yard touchdown return. But Sanchez, he just paved the way, and he ran great. Okay, going for the extra points. And he's not going to get in, and it's going to remain 28-14, but only 51 seconds left in the football game. Okay, 51 seconds left to go. The Tigers are now up 14 points. Hood received the ball from Brown on that rollout, and it looks like the bragging rights are going to belong to the Tigers for this year.
Well, if the Tigers win, that would make 34 wins for Coyle and 33 wins for the Tigers. So, and 2 ties. So next year could be redemption year.
Yes, it certainly could. For next year, we'll probably be back here at Tiger Stadium with Coyle being the home team until such time as Hopewell Park is either repaired or they get a new stadium. I'd like to see that. I wish there was a way that could be done. Okay, Hocking has the ball teed up. Okay, this time it is it gets by Nawasu again. He's had a heck of a time. And he's going to be inside the 5. And we're going to have a double penalty here. against the Warriors and the Tigers. I'm sure, in fact, the two players in question will most certainly be asked to leave the football game, I would imagine.
Nuwasu just a no-show in this game.
Wow. He has had
Unbelievable.
a tough, tough day. Yes, the Tigers have done what they wanted with Mr. Nuwasu. They have absolutely, totally shut him down.
Negative 13 yards rushing.
Wow, that's amazing. Well, they'll try and figure this out. Quite frankly, they're probably offsetting penalties, and the ball will remain inside the 5 on the, no, let's see, they're going to, the 15-yarder against the Tigers. Well, I guess the penalty is only against the Tigers. I mean, again, I didn't see the beginning of the confrontation, but obviously, however, at halftime, Barnstable was ahead of Falmouth 28-7, so Barnstable's headed to the Super Bowl. Okay, here come the Warriors. The Tigers just want to contain them for this last 45 seconds. Back to throw goes Burke. Looking to throw. It's up for grabs. Carr's got a beat on it. Everybody's got a beat on it. And it falls incomplete.
Oh, now it's gotten the ball.
Yeah, now that the skies have opened up, this is no longer a mist. Unqualified rain.
Well, at the end of the game, we will have the offensive and defensive players of the game.
Well,
The Matthew B. Friery
yeah, the
Memorial
Matt
Tournament.
Friery Award. For me, it's simple. Who are your two, Adam?
Well, I'm not sure.
Well, I'll give you mine. Offensively, I got to go with John Carr of the Taunton Tigers. Defensively, I've got to go with Alex McDonald of the Warriors, and that's the way I look at it. We'll see in a few minutes, though. But we still have to run off this last 38 seconds, and the skies have opened up. The give to Nuwasu. He's going to make some yardage this time, but it's way too late. Warriors call a timeout, but I believe that's their last one. I'm not sure.
Last year's offensive player of the game was Brian Bork for Coyle, and for Taunton High, Blair Bork.
Yep, exactly. The Borks, I remember they were both the same name last year.
They've been giving that trophy out since, I believe, '93.
Yes. Oh, Coach has just barely got away from the Gatorade drenching. Like that matters in this rain. Okay, back to throw. Penalty flag on the play. The ball is going to fall incomplete. 23 seconds left to go in the contest. Okay, Tigers are offside.
Well, in the 90s, Taunton High has won 7 of the 10 matchups.
So the last game of the millennia appears to belong to the Tigers. Okay, Burke to see what he can do. Looking for McDonald. McDonald catches it, still on his feet. And 15 seconds left to go in the football game. The Tigers pretty much have it wrapped up 28-14. And I knew we had a chance of winning this game the second that Chris Schott of the Taunton Gazette picked Coyle. Every time he picked us to lose this year, we won the football game. So thank you, Chris Schott. You've done a superb job of prognosticating just backwards for the Taunton Tigers. Back to throw. Up for grabs. Going to be intercepted by Tossi. He's going to be held at about midfield. And, well, I guess there's 1 second left to go in a football game. Well, the game isn't over, but I don't know why it isn't. Okay, that's the end of the football game. The Tigers win at 28-14, and, you know, it's amazing, Adam. To me, there were basically, you know, two halves. Basically, the Warriors own the first half, the Tigers own the second half. And to me, the two big plays in the game, first is McDonald's knocking down the pitch and picking it up and running it in for Coyle's first score. And of course, the kickoff return just turned the entire football game right around, gave Taunton the momentum in the second half. They wind up winning the football game.
Well, give credit to the Tigers. What were they thinking when they were down 14-0 at the half, and
Yes.
they just came back and pounded on the Warriors?
Absolutely. They took the game physically away from the Warriors, but once again, that 90-yard kickoff return jacked them up something fierce, got that adrenaline running. We're going to stay with you until we find out who the offensive and defensive players are for the Matt Friery Award. I don't know what the stats were. I'm sure that Carr was well over 100 yards running, and Nawasu had negative yards. So it's just amazing that, to me, that the Tigers were able to keep Nawasu in such hold.
133 yards for Carr.
Wow. Okay, so Carr racks up 133 yards. Again, we pick him as our offensive player of the game for the Matt Friery Award, and Alex McDonald for the defense. But let's see who the powers to be have picked. The Tigers are running around in the mud, celebrating a hard-earned victory.
Another year of exciting football.
Yeah, this was a great football game. It really was. The Warriors came out and took it right to the Tigers. Tigers came out in the second half, reversed the fortunes, and wind up 28-14 winners.
Well, Coyle won 3 years prior, and the Tigers showing here why they're in Division 1 and Coyle's in Division 3.
So we're just waiting here for the announcement of the Matt Friery Award. The two respective teams gathering for this ceremony. I don't know who picks these two players.
I think it may be the athletic directors
Really?
for both high schools.
Christian Hodson down there. The players really like her. She's been the trainer for the Tigers for quite a few years now, done a fabulous job. Good rapport with the trainers, and she has really taken care of them. She really knows exactly, you know, when they got to sit out, when they can return.
And William Tranter, the athletic director for Coyle, has one of the trophies.
you can see, the athletic director is in the middle of that mass of people. Yep. Ryan Turner gets to raise the trophy above his head. The Matt Friery Award in honor of Matt Friery, who had a stellar game here. A little miscommunication.
You should find out in a moment.
Well, they want
hopefully.
the announcer to announce it, but they haven't told them who the trophy winners are. So everybody's just standing around in the rain. But Matt Friery was one of the finest young men that ever went through this program at Taunton High, taken from us prematurely, and it is an extreme honor to win this award. Well, we're half right so far. John Carr wins the Offensive Matt Friery Award.
And there we go.
Yes,
Alex
we got
McDonald.
them both. Alex McDonald of the Warriors is the defensive player of the game. Okay, that's going to do it here from Tiger Stadium, where the Tigers prevail 28 to 14 in the final game of the millennia. I'm Don Bullard along with
Adam Bagby.
and we'll see you next millennia